Motorsports Chat. I'm Baron.
I'm Brian. This is our F1 2025 Miami Grand Prix review.
Check out, those are the topics we're going to talk about at the end of the show, so stick around for that one. It's going to be McLaren, a bit of Mercedes, Williams, and Aston Martin.
Yeah.
It is a sprint race weekend, Ryan. I'm not a
Yes.
big fan of the sprint races. I must say, really not a big fan of that one. And it was a big surprise there, getting pole position.
Kimi Andrea Antonelli.
Gets pole position. I loved it.
No one expected it.
And of course, I thought it was fantastic. The young kid getting pole position.
Yeah.
And your friend, Charles, it was raining. We got to say that. It was raining there for the sprint race. What happened to Charles, man? I'm not even going to say you're the Ferrari fan. You tell them.
Basically, Ferrari went on Inters in a monsoon condition. And
he just drove into the freaking wall, Ryan. Yes. What a prat! Rise into the wall. Not even on formation lap. Not even the rain. It was that lap that they have to get into position. Absolute crap, man. Ferrari's a shit show. It's a gift that keeps giving. But never mind.
It's literally 2022 all over again.
Let's get straight into the sprint race. Antonelli on pole, but Oscar. Ruthless Oscar. I like that. Ruthless. That boy is ruthless.
He is the DNA of a champion.
Exactly. That's exactly what I want to say. That boy is ruthless. First corner, he just heads down straight in it. Gives Antonelli no chance. Antonelli afterwards, whining again. He's trying to push me off. What's the Formula Ones and this trying to push me off? Boys, out there, be a man. Show a bit of cojones. Huh? Drive your car. Be a man.
Yeah.
Huh? All I can say is well done to Oscar. Pushed him nicely off there. Tell the people what the sprint race had went.
Yeah. There was also a safety car because Lawson took Alonso out and Lando benefited from the safety car. So check out the sprint races there. Otherwise, not much going on in that sprint race. That's boring.
Pretty boring. Lando gets the win. Oscar in second. Lewis Hamilton gets third. That was a bit of a surprise.
Oh, at least some joy.
Yeah. For Ferrari, George in fourth there. But big shout out to Mr. Lando. Gets another sprint win in Miami, yeah?
Same as last year.
But
not in the sprint, it was in the actual race.
Then we had the qualifying about 2 hours later. Mm-hmm. Max getting pole. That was a bit of a surprise.
It's just ridiculous. It's ridiculous. How can he get pole in that shit car? How?
I don't know. I couldn't call the car that shit. But the boy's talented, man. He's a good driver.
He is a different animal. It's ridiculous.
But he did get pole in front of
Lando.
Then came Kimi Antonelli. Still got third.
Also another surprise.
And Oscar in fourth. Huh?
Yeah.
So let's get into the race. Race starts. Verstappen locks up in the first corner. Lando tries to overtake him. But Max, the ruthless bugger that he is.
It's just comical at this point.
He just stays in his line and doesn't give a shit. Lando goes out.
I respect it. You have to respect it.
He's on the line. Lando has to go out.
Even though it's annoying for Lando fans.
But hey, Lando ends up in about 8th. After he's leaving the track. Of course, whines like a little baby. Then Kimi takes advantage.
Tries to overtake Max.
Gets the second place. And Oscar ends up in third there. That was the beginning of the race. And of course, Mick Doohan has a little spat there with Lawson.
Jack Doohan. He's pretty much gone in Imola as well. I heard some rumours.
We'll talk about that one later. Oscar drops to third, but overtakes Kimi quite quickly afterwards and sets out after Max. Him and Max about lap 11 have a nice little ding-dong there. Max is a ruthless bugger, as we said.
So is Oscar.
Yes, those two absolutely. I'm actually enjoying that.
Oscar is a bit different. I would say he's a bit more smart than Max.
I don't know about that one, right?
That's just my personal opinion. I just think he's not as aggressive as Max. He is really aggressive, yes, but not as down to the limit aggressive.
But I enjoyed Max. Even though his car is slower, he did not let him pass easily.
No, of course. The same with Lando.
Took him 3 laps to overtake him, but he finally did to overtake him on lap 14. And afterwards, Oscar was gone.
Yeah.
That was gone. Lando, who was 8th, had to fight his way through the crowd, other races, but he was taking them pretty easily as well. And lap 17, also he had a big ding dong with Max pushing him back off, had to come back on.
Yeah.
I love it. Love it.
I was just laughing at this point.
Oh man, but of course Lando did take Max afterwards. Then we had a virtual safety. Everybody went to go pits afterwards.
We had 3 virtual safety cars.
Yeah, and of course the big advantage taker of the safety car.
George Russell
takes the advantage.
Mr. Consistency
Gets back into the race after the virtual safety in 3rd position somehow. Holds on to that 3rd position for the rest of the race. Then we had a lot of ding dongs with Albon. A ding dong with Antonelli. That was pretty cool.
Yeah,
that was on lap 31. We had Sainz, Leclerc, and Hamilton fighting it out on lap 34 as well, which is super cool because Charles had to let Lewis overtake to attack Sainz, but afterwards Leclerc got his position back from Lewis. So that was that. Race ended pretty much like that. Let's check that one out quickly. Race results. Here we go.
Oscar's
a demon, man.
Oscar is what Mark Webber has raised him well.
Yes, Oscar there winning the race in front of Lando Norris, George Russell, Max Verstappen, Alex Albon, Kimi Antonelli, Charles Leclerc, Lewis Hamilton, Carlos Sainz, and Yuki Tsunoda.
Yeah, at least Tsunoda got a big point.
So congratulations. He's a bit. Congratulations to Oscar Piastri there for his win. That's 3 wins.
3 wins in a row.
3 wins in a row for
He's
Oscar.
got now more wins than Lando.
Hey, fantastic, man.
How is that possible?
Let's check out the driver championship as we're talking about it. Oscar out there in the lead, had 131 points.
I'm not saying it's done. It's not done, but...
No, it's not done. 16 points.
It's not done.
16 points ahead of Lando. Max is falling back there. Not looking good for Max. Not looking good for Max at all. And the constructors, that's a bit boring at the moment. McLaren out there in the lead. Over 100 points.
We said there's the same thing with Red Bull.
Yeah, this is not looking good for the constructors unless you're a McLaren fan. It's almost over.
Yeah, but you hate it if you're a Ferrari fan.
If you're a Ferrari fan, it's crap. But hey, we said at the beginning we had some talking points about the Grand Prix. Let's check this one out. Let's talk first one about these two. McLaren.
Dominating.
Deserved it. But Lando, you would have thought about beginning of the season would be driver number 1.
I would have gone mixed.
You would have gone mixed. I thought Lando was driver number 1.
No, I knew Oscar was going to do something.
Yeah, but Oscar is turning. I think another maybe 2-3 races. If Oscar's still out in the lead, they will say he's driver number 1. Let's try to get Oscar the world championship. So Lando he's under pressure.
He is.
Under major amount of pressure. Lando has to do something in the next Grand Prix. If Oscar wins the next one, he's in trouble, Ryan.
Tell me about it.
Big trouble. So that was McLaren. Let's go into these two guys.
Mercedes.
Russell.
I told you, don't sleep on Antonelli and Mercedes. I told you from my predictions.
Listen here, Antonelli and Russell, I think are doing really well. Mercedes, I think Lewis made a big mistake.
It depends.
It depends, but
it depends what happens next year. But do I have hope? No.
But hey, Mercedes is doing well. Absolutely, man. They ended up with the race at let me see. What was that? 3rd and 6th. That's a good result.
That's a really good
podium
result.
Again for Russell. Fantastic job there.
He could maybe finish 3rd in the Drivers' Championship.
But maybe, listen, the season is still long. Remember last year?
We thought it was over.
After 6 races, we thought it was over.
But then came Miami and just changed the whole bloody thing.
So, Miami's gone. Let's hope this can change as well. Because
It's not. It's
getting pretty boring at the moment. With McLaren out dominating. But there's another team we should talk about. Williams.
Best of the rest.
Old school team. Coming. They are coming, Ryan. Team that used to be last for a couple of seasons.
Yes, and now somehow beating Ferrari.
Even beating Ferrari at the moment.
Sainz made a good decision.
Albon in 5th. Sainz in 9th. I think that decision was made for him, Ryan. But hey, he's doing well. Williams is doing well. It's nice to see Williams back there.
It's nice.
Somewhere up top there.
But not ahead of Ferrari.
Hey, Ryan, that's just the way it is.
But yeah, whatever. I'm being moaning too much.
And we're talking about, we'll get to Ferrari there at the end there. Aston Martin.
Oh, they're in the
Wait,
shit.
first we have to go to Williams. There we go.
Yeah.
Aston Martin.
Oh, they're in the shit.
What's on? Fernando, not 1 point. Crashing out. Is his time up, Ryan?
No.
No?
I think he's going to give him one more season. And if he has a good car, he can maybe fight for the title.
I don't know. I think that's just disappointing. Oh, it's very disappointing. I thought Aston Martin...
I remember seeing in 2023, just seeing Alonso so happy, seeing he was actually enjoying it. And he was being so funny. He was being like...
Yes, and Aston Martin doing well. That was so cool. I thought,
was so
are they
cool.
going to break into those top 3 positions? No. Sad. And of course, because you are a big Ferrari fan, we'll have to end on this one. Holy moly, is that an ugly piece of an ugly piece of shit.
That is... I can't believe...
Please, guys, listen here. I'm not a big Ferrari fan. Ryan is. But listen here. It is a Ferrari. Huh? Iconic red car.
Yes, in the 60s, Ferrari actually did a special livery there. It was actually blue. Did you know that?
Disgusting, man. Absolutely.
I will not mind it.
I gotta look at it again. Terrible. Terrible.
I'm a...
But listen here. Next Grand Prix, Ryan.
Imola.
Imola.
The last time, unfortunately.
Yeah.
But for me, it had to go. It was just... Is it worth having 2 Italian Grand Prix in this?
You have 3 American ones. Why can't you have 2 Italian ones? Imola is actually not Italian, it's in San Marino. Although it is held in Italy.
It's in the Emilia-Romagna region. It's in Italy.
Yeah. It used to be San Marino Grand Prix.
Because it was a bit close to the San Marino Grand Prix.
16th to the 18th of May.
Yes.
Huh? That's in 2 weeks' time.
Yeah, maybe a bit of rain as well, but who knows?
We'll see.
We were waiting for the bloody rain the whole race and it didn't come.
Didn't come. Guys, that's a little review of the Miami Grand Prix.
Yeah.
So everybody else, hey, join us on the weekend of the 16th to the 18th for the Imola Grand Prix. So everybody out there.
Or the Emilia-Romagna Grand
Imola
Prix.
Grand Prix. Emilia, man. Number the pop. Whatever. And as always, we wish Uncle Brian and Uncle Roy all the best. And guys, have a good one. I hope you enjoyed the show.
Leave a like, subscribe, put notifications on. Do it so I can at least be happy.
At least that could cheer old poor Ryan up. So everybody out there, take care. Peace.